today. From MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
59, Mike, check, 59. Hey, defense, let's go. Mike, check, 59.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
First down run for Bell, not going to get much, maybe a couple, and it's second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On second down now, it's Bell, and he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well.
Come on!
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
His throw incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Got him in, it's Brashad Perriman. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They'll get 8, but they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive because that's not enough.
Completion there to Brashad Perriman, and the best part of his game coming out of UCF is ability to run. A sub-4.4 sprinter. They need him now in New York to replace speedster Robbie Anderson, who signed with Carolina. He's going to take over the outside vertical routes that Anderson provided, and they're hoping for big plays downfield.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A check on the numbers for Kenyon Drake last week. 10 carries, 53 yards.
And that explosive run right there reminds me that last week ran the ball really well, so they're continuing to do what they did in the previous game, run the ball and run it successfully. Expect that to continue throughout this one.
Eluding the pressure right. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Drake. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Shotgun now for Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Murray a give. This is Drake. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 25.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Drake. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Chase Edmonds, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
Cannot do that.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll give this to Bell. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaking up on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. The give is to Bell. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Now a first down carry by Bell. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. The Falcons' leading tackler a season ago, Devondre Campbell, gets another one there. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
I got one. Check 59, Mike.
From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Dancing to his left. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Here's Braden Mann now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. He finds Hopkins complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Call that a very strong gain of 24. On 1st down, Drake. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. New York ready to go again offensively. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". I'll get him.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Darnold, throw complete to Herndon. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
59.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. Herndon's got it complete. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle? That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done.
Well, they were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
Murray now on first down. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with to have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team would say, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Caught here by Bell. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Kyler Murray going to lead the Cardinals back out on offense. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball through.
And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
To throw again on second down. Darnold throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. And it's 3rd and 4. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points, and now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Pierre Desir, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. After the interception, here's Darnold. Anunua's got it, complete. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Darnold from the gun. Got an open man, it's Anunua. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. To the air again, Darnold. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Corey Peters slipping in and getting the sack. That's complete. It's foul. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. We have hit halftime. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. Taken in at the 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Baby, let's go. Let's go. Come on now, let's make it happen, baby. Let's make it happen.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. On third down, Murray. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big one there on third down. They hit for 30 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Murray. And incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage. Able to knock that one away.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the 1st down conversion.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Yeah.
Draw play, Edmonds. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're going to get about 3 here out of this 1st down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has in total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern.
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked by Pierre Desir. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards is the pick up there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Darnold. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was looking to hit his running back, Le'Veon Bell, that time. But it'll be 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
Catch by Le'Veon Bell, and in 2019, 66 catches, but just 461 yards. Both of those totals well short of his career highs. An important piece of any offense with his ability to run it and catch it out of the backfield.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Corey Peters picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. From the 50, it's Darnold. And that will be incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Murray. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Steve McClendon, credit him for the sack.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle.
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
It's Steve McClendon that time who winds up getting him down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Finds the open target, Arnold. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 12 yards there and a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray fighting, lost the football. But I think a Cardinal was able to gain possession, yes, so they will hold on to the ball. So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. On the handoff, it's Edmonds. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the 4th. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And deep he goes into Jets territory before being taken down. A huge play there for Arizona. 58 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down, Edmonds. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, Murray. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Blesson Austin. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down. On 1st down, Darnold. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 2nd and 10.
You got three down.
A give to Bell. Shedding through the defense. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 20.
Here we go. Here we go.
And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Not much there, only a yard.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead is up to 18 now. And this carries into the end zone, and Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. New York set to take the field. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the fourth quarter. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Darnold. And he comes back with one complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
59, Mike, check, 59. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Mike, check, 59.
Darnold on 1st down. Quick slant to Brown. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I'm here all day.
On 1st down, it's Darnold. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. Again, Darnold. A screen to Bell. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 23. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
59, Mike, check, 59. Watch the run.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 12-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down. Throw complete to Herndon. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll contain him to just 4. And that is pulled in by Herndon for a Jets touchdown. Chris Herndon, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. Stephen Hauschka for the point after. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Arnold. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. To throw, it's Murray. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Damon Harrison bringing in 341 pounds of power for the sack. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. And able to find Kirk complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 15-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And now here is another interception. Picked by Pierre Desir. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception, and we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one.